Most of you asked me to make videos regarding the current crashes that are taking place in civil aviation as well as in military aviation. And some of you really asked me to speak upon the Ahmedabad crash. So first thing first, let me tell you, I've been an air traffic controller, not a technical officer or a pilot who can actually tell what has happened. Also, I don't believe in speaking beforehand when the investigations are not over and we do not know things. Creating content on something like this is not what I would love to do because I have seen aviation very closely. Military aviation is completely different. Rather, aviation itself is such I would say, a dynamic kind of a profession wherein every takeoff and landing is different. Every situation in the air is different, and there is no luxury that we have on ground that people have in the air. Every mistake can lead to loss of lives. Lost a couple of officers whom I knew closely, I have worked with. So I'm not a person who will make content on this. But because people have been insisting, and there's a very important point that I want to convey home, that I am making this video. Seeing people so closely who've lost their lives, who have been excellent pilots, who have never had that false bravado or the machoism to take egos with them in the cockpit. I have not seen those kind of people. I have seen pilots who are passionate enough for their missions, who are calm, composed, and their training and situational awareness speaks for themselves. So I'll just speak certain things over here so that it drives the right message home. Number one, all those content creators who are creating content with respect to this, I still feel it's insensitive because we do not know what has happened exactly unless the investigations are out. Also, sometimes, blaming the pilot is really so easy because he or she is not there to defend themselves. Trust me, when someone becomes a pilot, they have given their heart and soul, their years of their life. They've sacrificed a lot of things, and their sole aim is to protect every soul on board that they are flying. So recently, the Ahmedabad air crash preliminary investigation has been out. If I can explain it to you all in very simple terms, what exactly happened as per the preliminary investigation. So what happened was, immediately after takeoff, within 30 seconds, the engine fuel supply got cut off. That means both the engines got cut off. Now, immediately, the pilots tried to restart the engine, out of which only one revived for a short duration of time, but that was too late. Third thing what happened was the RAT, that is ram air turbine. So basically, when that has been activated, that means your aircraft will have supply of hydraulic and electrical. That means little bit of power so that the aircraft can glide, and at least some of the maneuvers can be done so that it lands safely. But trust me, I don't think they had so much of space, or even the height was not gained so much that they would glide to a safe zone and land. And the fourth most important thing which came out was the cockpit voice recording, wherein one pilot asked the another whether he has touched the switches which are safely guarded. And he says no, and immediately a mayday was declared. The point to note here is most of the people or the pages have used the conversation that has happened to make their templates or the AI generated image, and probably that's what the algorithm catches these days. And they have started speaking about the investigation with this kind of a point. Somewhere I feel that's completely blaming the pilots and their accuracy. Having said that, all these things have been done. The current investigation at least rules out any, haven't spoken about any sabotage, or they haven't spoken about any mechanical faults and all. But it's important for us to wait till the final investigation is done. Meanwhile, I would like to tell everyone, it is the pilot, it is always the man behind the machine. The machine can be extremely sophisticated, but what makes the difference is the man behind the machine. And trust me, the pilots who are either military aviation pilots or civil aviation pilots have always lived up to the expectations. These are the people where their training, their calmness and composure, the situational awareness comes into play. And I guess it's hats off to them. We have to salute these people who day in and out fly only for the pure intention of keeping all the souls on board alive and, taking off from one place and landing to another. And my humble request to everyone here is, let's not have any speculation. Let's wait. Whatever we may understand, we might not be aviation experts to even comment on this. So let's wait until then, give the leeway to people, not come up to conclusions and blame the pilots, and always keep in mind that it's the man behind the machine and not the other way around. And hope this has helped all of you who have watched the entire video, and also those who have been creating content just for the sake of it. Please don't do that. Second thing, coming up to the military helicopters or the fighters which have gone down, of course there will always be a request. There will be a kind of a, I would say, a desperate howl from my end to our bureaucracy, to our government, to change the aircrafts that have been flying with us from past 30-40 years. Having said that, also I would like to tell each and every one of you, having seen such pilots very closely, it is again the pilot and the engineering officers or the engineering staff who have been keeping this aircraft on toes. If I should not say on toes, it should be on wings. They are actually the pillars behind keeping the machine alive. The sophistication and everything is maintained because of the good maintenance practices that they have been conducting, the regular checks they have been doing. Along with that, the meticulous training of the pilots, their presence of mind, that they always fly these aircrafts in the highest battlefield of the world, also in terrains which are dry, in locations which are not meant for even people to fly and survive. Well, they have been doing that. So let's salute our pilots for that. And again, wait for the investigations to be out. And stand by with all those families who have sent their children, who have sent their husbands on these kind of professions wherein your errors are not forgiving. So next time when you see a pilot or anybody from the aviation industry, go give them a salute, or at least give them a nod and say thank you for your service. Jai Hind.